Hello guys, time to review stock markets for this week. Today, I decided to tell you not only about the South African Stock Exchange, but also about foreign markets, the American and British, so you can compare their activity, drivers, and draw some conclusions. In short, market volatility was low this week. American indices moved within the margin of error, while the South African index fell 3.5% under pressure from the mining sector and falling commodity prices. It's worth noting that it wasn't the indices, but certain companies that set the pace in the stock markets. Without them, the market might have felt frozen in time. On the start, let's talk about JSE and its key events. This week we have only a few of them. Two companies, despite bearish sentiments, pleased investors with their financial reports and news. They are Standard Bank and Merafe Resources. As it became known, Standard Bank's headline earnings increased by 10% to R26 billion, ROE rose to 19.8%, and the interim dividend amounted to the largest in history. The stock has been trading in an upward trend since 2020, remaining at a key technical level, which it is approaching again. Another company, Merafe Resources, also pleased with a strong report and a 300% increase in dividends. Profits rose plus 120% to R512 million. A collapse in ferrochrome production fell by 75%, but this was offset by increased sales of raw chrome ore. UK Stock Exchange, same the JSE, was under pressure due to weekend mining sector. FTSE index decreased by 1.4%. Same situation as with South Africa, low volatility especially if we exclude microcaps and penny stocks. Aviva, British insurance group, reported this week and became the main newsmaker of the week. The report is the bright spot. Half of the year 2026, group operating profit up 24% year-on-year to £1.326 billion, EPS up by 10%, cash remittances up by 47%, and the interim dividend raised 7%. Non-life profit beat forecast by 16%. Seems like insurance is on high demand in the UK. The U.S. market contained of a few stock exchanges and indices. NASDAQ, Dow Jones, NICE. The U.S. stock market consolidated at its highs this week, moving within a percentage point. Some call it a pause before further growth, while others see it as an inability to move forward. Either way, we return to this week's key characteristic: low volatility among index companies. Nevertheless, investors weren't left feeling bored. 5 companies rose more than 10% this week, 3 of which saw gains of more than 20% in a single week. I'll tell you more about them. So they're Nebius, SanDisk, Supermicrocomputer. What do these companies have in common? Of course, they share the same field: AI, IT, and high tech. Nebius, a Dutch neocloud provider, increased in price by 50%, riding the same AI infrastructure wave, the most exciting rally of the week. SanDisk shares surged as much as 32.66% after its 2026 Investor Day, unveiled a long-term financial model targeting tilde 80% adjusted gross margins and mid to high teens revenue growth through fiscal 2030, backed by a $93.9 billion contract backlog. Supermicrocomputer added 26.15% on a strong revenue outlook, part of a broader AI infrastructure rally alongside Dell and memory names. These are the most interesting events of the week that I wanted to share with you. Let me know in the comments whether you enjoyed the format, which covers international markets, or whether you're solely interested in the JSE and related events. For those interested in learning more about this week's events, I invite you to our website where my colleague and I have prepared a full overview of the week, covering all charts and key currency pairs, including USD/Rand. You can find the link to the article in the description below the video. To discuss all the happenings on the JSE, US, and UK exchanges, register at stocktalk.co.za and stay tuned. See you right in a week.